Hello, it's Shades. Sorry this is the fourth speed draw in a row, and if you hear the AC in the background, it's a hot summer day. Once I'm done drawing the various expressions of many sprites to make my movie reviews as interesting as possible, I'll stop with the speed draws that show my transition in art style. Today, I'm here to talk about my pet peeves that I hope you will find relatable. When I'm brushing my naturally straight hair after waking up and it still doesn't cooperate. I hate when some of my hair still poofs up and refuses to go down. When YouTube videos tell you to like and subscribe at the beginning of the video. This usually is the case with big YouTube channels that aren't run by one person. The corporate ones that stall when getting to the point for more watch time, stretching it out, having lots of GIFs, or top 10 videos or something, give you meaningless information you never need or decent information you forget as soon as you're done watching. You know which channels I'm talking about. When public places don't have bathrooms. For example, I wanted to go on an easy short hike, but the place had no bathroom. So before I left, I went 5 times, and on the car ride there, I tried drinking less water, but as soon as I got there, I had to go. Then endure the hour-long hike and drive to Costco so I could finally go after. Whoever runs these places gotta understand that people have bladders and needs. When people don't put things back when they're done. We've probably all been guilty of this at some point, so I shouldn't talk, but if you watch the rant speed draw video, you'd remember how I was annoyed at Melanie for not hanging up the shower head when she was done. Ants everywhere. It makes it impossible for me to leave a bowl of food for a few minutes to go to the bathroom. I usually have to have someone guard it. Red lights. It seems whenever I have to get somewhere urgently on time, whether it's school or to a doctor's appointment, I somehow catch every red light that lasts a minute. When older people ask me if I have a boyfriend, I remember my hairdresser used to ask me this every time, even though I was like 13. I told her that I was too young and still in middle school, and to prevent even more pestering, I took a book with me, and as she trimmed my hair, I gave her the silent treatment and read instead. She never asked me again. When non-black people say the N-word, I'm not black, I'm Asian, but I hate it when other Asians at school think it's funny to say the N-word or say the N-word by replacing the 2 G's with B's. It's so offensive and unclassy, they don't know the discrimination and struggles blacks face, not that I know. Maybe it's stupid that I'm getting offended for other people. Kind of like when people think it's okay to say faggot as an insult. It's ignorant and it's insulting people who didn't choose their orientation. I'm also offended when people make fun of autism because I have a mild case and they assume we're all low functioning and stupid. When I have to get weighed at the doctor's. Luckily, I don't think they measure my height anymore, but it's annoying because I had breakfast and will therefore weigh more. Does anyone else gain weight throughout the day by eating, then lose it all the next morning? My foot or leg always falling asleep when I need to get up, and just when I think it's waking up, it becomes sore and sensitive, not just numb. Having the same 2 verses of an annoyingly catchy pop song in my head. This is why I don't like the song Havana. The only part I seem to remember is Havana na na na. Nothing against Camila, I just hate overly catchy pop songs. It makes me wonder how more than 5 people got together to make a song that repeats the chorus 3 times. The Jehovah's Witnesses. Like once a month they show up, ring the doorbell, and my parents and I act like it's school lockdown. We turn off the TV, get real quiet, and stay out of the window and glass doors view for 5 minutes. I've thought about telling them that my family and I are Satanists and that they should give up on us, but my mom is worried that I'll make them come more in attempts to save us. It's like they're in a cult, and their religion isn't even purely following the Bible. They actually made some of their beliefs up that deviate from the Bible. It's why I don't follow them. And because stalking me and knowing my address isn't the way to convert people. When I want to say something, but the other person in the conversation won't stop talking and doesn't give room or pause so I can say anything. Luckily, my dad says it's okay to try to burst in quickly as soon as he's done with a sentence, as he's aware he talks a lot, that I may have something important to say. But it's still considered interrupting people, even if you don't cut them off, but say something while they're catching a breath. When I'm at home singing alone and I have to skip over certain parts of the song because I can't reach the notes. Look, I love Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, and Demi Lovato as much as the next chick, and I think they deserve the success in their careers because of their wide vocal ranges and talent, but I can't sing their entire songs because my vocal range isn't even 2 octaves. Some say Selena Gomez wouldn't have her music career if it wasn't for her looks and Disney role, but it's good she has music so average people can sing along. When people are walking slowly, blocking up the hallway or stairs, and I have to run a class on time. Maybe your destination is a room away, but mine is all the way down the hall or on the 4th floor, so why don't you keep that in mind and talk once you're seated? PDA at school. I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way when 14-year-olds hug each other or lean on each other, or when the juniors around 16 years old make out as people pass by. Maybe it's because I'm jealous of them bringing the handbook rules and getting away with it while I get in trouble for things that aren't even part of the book, like when I was told to stop taking my stuffed animal to school even though it's for my anxiety and depression. When I'm in study hall and I can hear the music from the earbuds of the person next to me, the tinny compressed sound, and it's hard to report to the teacher without causing a scene in a completely quiet room meant for concentrating on homework. Automatic flush toilets that splash your butt. Loud kids or babies in movie theaters. My parents did not make me wake up early, pay over $28 on popcorn and movie tickets just for your baby to wail and ruin the experience. I can't wait until I'm old enough to see rated R movies. Taking an hour to fall asleep. When people decide to hate me for no apparent reason when I've done nothing to wrong them. People that take things way too personally. Mini story time here. In ancient world, we got to choose topics for our presentations. I chose Kung Fu even though this other boy knew more about it and liked it more. He kept begging me to change, so I didn't. And as the class clown, I tried to make my presentation funny with occasional self-deprecating humor. And at the end, I played the song Kung Fu Fighting and he got mad and stormed out of the room. Later, his friend told me to apologize because I offended him so much. I faked an apology even though I really shouldn't have been sorry for anything. This brings me to my next point, people who keep bugging me. There was this girl during class elections that kept asking me if she got my vote. Eventually, I voted against her because it's like she didn't trust me and came off as desperate. Not being photogenic. In my last yearbook picture, my hair was a mess and nobody bothered to tell me, and the photographers didn't offer combs like they used to. It was summertime, it was humid, and so of course my hair had to frizz up even though I slicked it down with water 5 minutes prior. When the printer doesn't work and it's late at night and I'm struggling to print out a paper. Being hungry all the time. Sometimes I feel like I eat too much. 3 hours after a meal, I'm like, not enough time has passed. Then I eat lots of snack. My anxiety makes me eat before bed because I fear my stomach grumbling from hunger as I try to sleep. Slow internet. When I'm refreshing a page and it just crashes, so then I have to turn off the Wi-Fi and turn it back on and refresh again. When people invalidate my problems because I'm not a starving kid in Africa. Just because I'm not in a third world country doesn't mean I don't have the right to complain about someone who pissed me off today. I get the sentiment behind it to count your blessings, but it's healthy and cathartic to get things off your chest. When people don't trust me. The counselor at school told me to not go to the bathroom so much because I'm at school to learn. She also said many other students go to the bathroom to go on their phones, but I don't. I just do what I have to do and blot my oily ass face so I don't look like I'm a melting wax figure. I try not to take too long. I gotta take care of myself and do what I gotta do. The other kids ruined going to the bathroom for me. Sweating even with the AC on. Sweat stains everywhere, sweaty pits. Not to mention I didn't even work out yet. When boys at school keep staring at me, so then that causes me to stare at them more, not because I like them, but to try see how often they stare. This sounds whiny, like an attractive person problem that nobody wants to hear, but the thing is, I'm really short and average looking, and people are apparently drawn to my sense of humor, whatever that is. Being gassy in public settings, trying to hold it in while walking somewhere. Sometimes I pose awkwardly with my legs real stiff, trying to hold it in. If I release a silent one, I flee the scene ASAP. Walking upstairs. It feels awkward for someone's butt to be in my face and for my butt to be in someone else's face. When I'm PMSing and I seem to be an uncontrollable monster. My mom says that's no excuse for saying things better left unsaid, and that honestly upsets me so much. Like, what am I supposed to do? Possibly suppress it and act like everything's okay? I already walk around and act like I'm not dying on my period. What more can you ask for? Clickbaity, exaggerating storytime videos with all caps titles and emojis in the thumbnail with a YouTuber obviously faking an emotion. That's all the pet peeves I could think of today. If you would like a part 2, please like. 5 likes for part 2. That's not much to ask. I've never gotten that many likes on a video before. So please like to communicate that there's a demand for another video like this. Hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video and for helping me in these times by contributing a view and increasing my watch time. It's hard to express to sound real, sincere, and touched, but I'm actually really happy that you're supporting me. If you like my video, then feel free to leave a like, as that would be much appreciated. If you want to see more content like this, you can subscribe with the bell so you know when the next one is coming. Thanks again. Until next time, goodbye.